Okay, so hi and good morning. I'm going to start this video off by saying that I don't want this to be sort of like the other meditations that I've seen, in the sense that I don't want this to be very strict, very specific on form and like posture and everything like that. I would like for you to just do this sort of however you feel. If you want to lay down, if you want to stand up, if you want to sit down, that's absolutely fine. I'm going to sit down because I haven't meditated today as well, and I'm going to be doing this too. What I will say to start with is you may be feeling a little bit groggy right now. You just woke up, and obviously you're not used to doing this. That's fine. To be honest, I don't always do it in the morning. Sometimes I do it at night. But I do think that the morning is probably the best time to be doing it, purely just because it sets you up for the day in the right mindset. You're just taking a little bit of time for yourself every morning to allow yourself to be the best person you can be throughout the day. So I'd rather just show this to you by example than actually telling you about it. So let's just get into this. Okay, so we're going to start with just a little bit of breathing. Just some deep breaths. In and out of the mouth or the nose, whichever you prefer. The main focus of this particular start is really just making sure you're being attentive and making a conscious effort to be breathing. You may notice at the start of this, you're getting a lot of thoughts coming into your head, especially when normally you're probably on your phone at this point, maybe checking some things, or just trying to engage your mind in some way. It seems a little bit odd to just sort of sit there with nothing to do. But just keep persisting with this, just allow it to be. Just keep focusing on the breath for now. When you're doing this now, try and focus on the temperature of the breath, of the air flowing into your lungs, expanding up your chest. It sounds a little bit odd. I'm aware of that. It sounds a little bit strange to think about like the temperature of the air, especially if you're in a room where like it's just a room temperature, right? But just feel the temperature of the air. Just feel the whole movement of the breath, a conscious breath. And as you keep maintaining the breath, you can also feel the weight of your body against the chair or the bed, if you're doing this still in bed. Or if you're up, maybe you're making some breakfast or something like that. Either way, just be feeling the weight of your body pressing against the floor or the chair. What we're going to do now is something called a body scan. It's basically where you just take your attention, instead of focusing on the weight of the body, you're just now going to focus your attention on the very top of the head, really feel how it feels. Probably doesn't feel like much, to be honest. But just feel what you can. And then slowly lower the attention to the face, to just the head in general. Not spending too long in any particular area, but just sort of making your way down towards the feet, so going past the neck, reaching the shoulders. A lot of the time, the shoulders really do carry a lot of tension, even if nothing particularly, dramatic or anything has happened today. Sometimes you can just wake up and you feel tense, or maybe you have sort of a mood. You can't really identify what the mood is. Either way, it's absolutely fine. Just relax out the shoulders and take it down to the chest, stomach. Again, the stomach's a place where a lot of hidden emotions sometimes lie. So you may be even a little bit surprised when you take your attention here, or what you're feeling. But this meditation is not about getting rid or trying to fight against the emotions if they're negative or positive. It's just sort of about allowing them to be there. It's about bringing this awareness, this attention towards all areas of the body so that the emotions are allowed to be expressed. They're allowed to just be, really. Because sometimes if you don't do this, you'll go about your day and you'll have this sort of strange mood, and it's making you a little bit uncomfortable. And people will be talking to you, and you can't really seem to sort of get it or connect or be your normal self. Maybe this happens quite a lot. I know sometimes when I wake up, I have this, and it's very frustrating. And we just keep the attention on the stomach and just allow it to sort of dissipate by itself. And we keep moving the attention down to the legs, to the lower leg, then down to the feet. If you're sitting on a chair, it's nice to feel the contact of your feet fully planted on the floor, really just feeling the connection of the floor to the earth. And after this, you can just have a sort of general awareness of the background feeling of your body, sort of like a background static feeling. Just keep focusing on the breath. Again, try not to let the breath become automatic. You want it to be a conscious thing that you're physically controlling. Breaths don't have to be very deep, but they have to be conscious is all. They have to be purposeful. Sometimes in the morning you can feel quite overwhelmed because there's a lot of things that you feel you need to be doing, and sometimes you could be doing one thing and you're getting irritated because you feel you should be doing something else. And it happens a lot when you're focusing too much on your head, you're thinking a lot, you're in your head, as it's called. So what we're doing right now is just noticing any thoughts. There will be thoughts, that's fine. Just allowing them to sort of drift off. We're not engaging in the thoughts in any way. We're focusing on the breath and the feeling of the body. You can sort of just notice the fact that you're having thoughts, and this is something called observing the thinker. I mean, we'll delve more into this on other videos, but it's a very satisfying, peaceful thing to do.